In the depths of space, a human body rockets forward at 670 million miles per hour, approaching the ultimate speed limit of our universe. At this velocity, your flesh stretches like rubber, time becomes your enemy, and reality itself starts to unravel. We will journey through collapsing dimensions where your mass grows infinite, witness stars transform into deadly laser beams, and discover why reaching light speed might tear apart the very fabric of who you are. If you are curious about the mind-bending science of extreme physics, make sure to like and subscribe for more incredible journeys through the cosmos. Prepare yourselves. We begin. You press the acceleration button and feel the first effects immediately. Your body begins experiencing something no human has ever survived, the approach to light speed. As you rocket past 100 million miles per hour, then 200 million. Something strange happens to your physical form. From your perspective inside the spacecraft, everything feels normal. You look down at your hands, your arms, your legs, they appear exactly the same, but if someone could watch you from Earth through an impossibly powerful telescope, they would witness something terrifying. Your body starts stretching along the direction of travel like taffy being pulled by invisible hands. This effect, called length contraction, works in reverse to outside observers. While you feel normal, they see you becoming longer and thinner with each passing second. At half-light speed, you appear 50% longer than normal. At 90% light speed, you stretch to more than twice your original length. Your head extends forward while your feet lag behind, creating a human noodle racing through the cosmos. Think of it like looking at yourself in a funhouse mirror, except this mirror is the fabric of space itself. The faster you travel, the more dramatically space warps your appearance to outside observers. But compared to what happens to time itself, this physical stretching looks like child play. Your watch ticks normally as you race through space, but something extraordinary happens to time itself. While seconds pass regularly in your cockpit, the universe outside begins moving like a slow-motion movie. This phenomenon, called time dilation, transforms you into an accidental time traveler. At 50% light speed, every hour you experience equals 1 hour and 9 minutes for people on Earth. Picture watching a live video call with Earth. Initially, conversations flow normally, but as you accelerate, people start talking slower and slower. Their movements become sluggish. At 99% light speed, the effect becomes extreme. Every single day you experience equals 1 week on Earth. Your smartphone shows missed calls and messages accumulating at an impossible rate. Text conversations become heartbreaking as you watch timestamps jumping forward by hours between your replies. But this temporal nightmare pales in comparison to what happens to light itself as you rocket forward at incredible speeds. The familiar white starlight around you begins changing colors in a spectacular and eerie display. Stars ahead of you shift toward brilliant blue and purple hues, while stars behind you fade into deep red and orange glows. The entire universe transforms into a cosmic rainbow based on your direction of travel. This color-shifting phenomenon called the Doppler effect happens because light waves bunch up or spread out depending on your motion. Think of an ambulance siren changing pitch as it races past you. Light behaves similarly. At 90% light speed, this color tunnel narrows dramatically. Most stars ahead appear blue, white, or violet, while most stars behind look orange or red. The familiar constellations become unrecognizable as their colors shift beyond normal stellar appearances. Even more extreme, at 99% light speed, the color effects become almost alien. The cosmic microwave background radiation, normally invisible, starts becoming visible as you approach light speed. This ancient light from the Big Bang itself gets blue-shifted ahead of you into visible wavelengths. You literally begin seeing the afterglow of creation itself as a faint blue glow in front of your spacecraft. But these beautiful color changes hide a darker truth about what happens to your mass. Something impossible begins happening to your body as you rocket toward light speed. You start getting heavier without gaining any physical matter. Your mass increases dramatically with velocity, growing toward an impossible infinite weight that threatens to break the very laws of physics. At 90% light speed, you weigh more than twice your normal amount. At 99% you weigh over 7 times normal. At 99.9%, you weigh more than 22 times your starting mass. Think of it like carrying invisible backpacks that keep getting heavier. This mass increase creates a fundamental barrier to reaching light speed. Every additional mile per hour requires exponentially more energy to achieve. Accelerating from 90% to 95% light speed takes more energy than accelerating from 0 to 90%. The final few percentage points demand energy exceeding the total output of stars. To accelerate a 200 pounds person to 99% light speed requires energy equivalent to the total annual output of several nuclear power plants. But while your mass grows toward infinity, your physical dimensions shrink towards zero. From the perspective of someone watching from Earth, your body shrinks dramatically in the direction of travel, becoming thinner and thinner until you resemble a paper-thin silhouette racing through space. Picture yourself as a playing card flying edge-first through space. From your perspective inside the spacecraft, everything feels completely normal. At 50% light speed, outside observers see you compressed to about 87% of your normal length. At 90% light speed, you appear less than half your original thickness. If you are 6 feet tall normally, outside observers might see you as only 8 inches thick while maintaining your full height and width. You become a living poster of yourself, impossibly thin. But even if you somehow overcome these energy barriers, time itself becomes your enemy. As you approach light speed, the time dilation effects grow so extreme that you witness the entire future of the universe unfolding in what feels like hours or days. At 99.9% light speed, every day you experience equals 22 days for the rest of the universe. At 99.99%, every day equals 70 days for everyone else. Imagine watching Earth through your rear cameras as time acceleration intensifies. The sun ages rapidly before your eyes. You watch our stars slowly expand and brighten as billions of years compress into your brief journey. Human civilization experiences its entire future during your journey. You watch cities grow and disappear, technologies advance beyond recognition, possibly even see humanity spread to other star systems. Other stars follow similar patterns. You observe stellar births in nearby nebula. Watch massive stars explode as supernovas. The galaxy slowly rotates, spiral arms shifting and reforming over cosmic timescales. Even more dramatically, you might observe the eventual heat death of the universe. Stars gradually burn out as hydrogen fuel depletes. Galaxies drift apart due to cosmic expansion. You become the last conscious observer of cosmic destiny. This temporal acceleration creates profound psychological challenges. You experience the loneliness of outliving everything and everyone you have ever known. But while time races around you, light itself begins behaving in impossible ways. As you rocket toward light speed, the familiar dome of stars around your spacecraft begins transforming into something resembling a tunnel of light. Stars ahead concentrate into an increasingly narrow cone of brilliant illumination, while stars behind fade into darkness. This phenomenon called relativistic beaming happens because light rays get compressed in the direction of your travel. Think of shining a flashlight while spinning rapidly. The beam appears to bend and concentrate ahead of you. At extreme speeds, this effect becomes dramatic and disorienting. At 90% light speed, the tunnel effect becomes obvious and beautiful. Stars ahead concentrate into a bright circular region, maybe 60 degrees wide, like looking through a cosmic telescope pointed forward. At 99% light speed, the tunnel narrows dramatically to perhaps 20 degrees, like looking through a long tube. The stars ahead appear incredibly bright, their light concentrated into this narrow cone. This light concentration affects navigation dramatically. Traditional star charts become useless when most stars disappear from view. Familiar constellations vanish into the darkness behind you. But this concentrated starlight carries a deadly secret about radiation exposure. The beautiful tunnel of starlight ahead conceals a terrifying danger. As you approach light speed, every hydrogen atom, every particle of cosmic dust, every photon of light in your path transforms into deadly high-energy radiation that could kill you in seconds. At everyday speeds, cosmic particles pose minimal threat to space travelers. But as you approach light speed, these same harmless particles gain enormous energy from your perspective. Think of running through a gentle rain shower versus driving through the same rain at highway speeds. The raindrops that feel soft when you are walking become painful impacts on your windshield at 60 miles per hour. Even single photons become dangerous. Normal starlight carries minimal energy, but blue-shifted starlight compressed by your tunnel vision effect transforms into gamma rays and X-rays. The beautiful blue tunnel of light ahead becomes a concentrated beam of lethal radiation flowing directly toward your spacecraft. Your shielding requirements become impossible to meet. Protecting against normal cosmic radiation requires a few inches of aluminum or lead, but deflecting relativistic particles demands shielding thick,